Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So we've got update 1.4. So what's involved in all this? First up, changes and improvements. So it's got here, fixed server browser filter to allow crossplay not being saved, fixed rare issue when joining password protected servers, fixed driving direction icons on various vehicles, fixed combine headers tilted after AI has finished its job, fixed unowned production points not consuming their inputs over time, fixed reusing fertilizer effects with small working widths, fixed front hubs on class Lexion 8900, fixed slurry effects on the Bomec Multi 4XL, added missing connection hoses to John Deere 1775 NT, fixed AI starting to work while tool is not fully unloaded on Trefler TS1520, improved working on uneven terrain with the Cockling Vector, improved axle rim alignment on the Steyr 8150, improved driving behaviour on the Bachmann Big Master Lizard Pickup 1986 combination when trailer is fully loaded, improved lower distance to ground on levelers to reach the ground in the front with heavy weight attached on the rear hydraulics, replaced wheels on John Deere XUV and Mahindra Retriever with new BKT tyres. So that's the changes and improvements that they've done with this update. They've also had a new addition. It's added tour page to the in-game menu, including the latest instructions. Now, if we go into the actual help menu there, it looks the same as before, to be fair, unless I've gone on to the wrong thing, which could be true, to be honest. But yeah, okay, we'll carry on anyway. Now what we have got with this update is some new equipment. Now this is giving me a headache already, and you'll find out when we go through it. We've got a new manufacturer come to the game, Salek, which is great. Yeah, new brands, that's brilliant. The only issue is, and this is just me personally, they are ridiculously small. We'll go for them. So first up, we've got the Salek MUL 1000. There's no options on it. Requires 12 horsepower from your tractor. It's 1 meter. 1 meter working width. 7 mile an hour working speed. 1850 to buy. It's 1 meter wide. I mean, it could be alright doing your grapevines and your olive groves, but still 1 meter. The next one we got on that is the Salek ANS 1900. So this is a trailer, but it's only got a 1600 litre capacity. I mean, some of the Cedars hold more than that. That's small. Small. We'll call it small. £3,500 to buy it is nice and cheap. I mean, you have got the option there to change it to a bale trailer. Or 1600. That's tiny. Very tiny. Then next to that, we got the AKP 122. 1.2 meter. 10 horsepower requirements. That's really low. I mean, these equipments, you can use them with the old school tractors, which is great, but still 1.2. I mean, 7 mile an hour, sorry, working speed, 650 to buy, which is nice and cheap. And then you got the attacher type. You got big or small. But still 1.2. I mean, it's like even on this one, the TB100, it's got a 1 meter working width, 12 horsepower requirement, 11 mile an hour working speed, 1800 to buy. Again, big or small on the attacher, still 1 meter. And then the last one from Salek is the PN2-300. I mean, it's like half a meter. I mean, if 1 meter wasn't bad enough, we're now down a half a meter. 7 mile an hour working speed, 12 horsepower requirement from your tractor, half a meter. I mean, it's like you get bigger sandwiches in Subway than that. You really do. Half a meter. 1250 to buy. Obviously, again, you've got the options to change the attacher type, big or small. Half a meter. Also part of the pack is the Jungheinrich ETV 216i. 24 horsepower. Obviously, it's going to run 8 mile an hour. Forklift truck for you. This is the side-sitting one. I mean, I've seen these in a few different places that I've worked at, so that's great. Obviously, it's going to use electricity, so you are going to need to have a charging point for it at some point. 39,500. Oh, that's alright, that is. Right, and the flagship edition for this 1.4 update is the Claas Xerion 5000-4500. It's got a 480 horsepower engine to start with, 31 mile an hour top speed, 409.5 grand to buy. You're going to find it on the large tractors. So you've got the options, usual shenanigans with wheel brands and the tyres. But if you come to Clash, you can have a track version. Look at the state of that. Oh, that's brilliant. I like that. Very nice. Then come down to design options. You've got EU, US, puts the indicator stalks outside or back to EU. Then you've got additional weights, standard 200 kilo, 600 kilos, that's putting them on the deck out the back, 1000, 1400, 1800, 2200, 2600, 3000, 3400, and then back to standard. You could put a 3400 kilo weight on the back. That's like 3.5 tons. Okay, then you got attacher type. So you got standard. Oh, it's on the front, isn't it? 1800 kilo front weight, 1825, 2200, 2600, 3000, 3400, 3-point, or back to standard. I mean, if you got 3,400 on the front, 3,400 on the back, that's like nearly 7 tons of extra weight. I think you're going to need the tracks there to not have the ground compaction as much as what you normally would do. Anyway, we'll carry on. You then come down to the engine setup. So it starts off with 480, then goes 530, then back to 480. So that's your options on the Xerion. Now, that is the update for you. Obviously, there's some improvements, some changes, and some new equipment. Drop it in the comments below. Which is your favourite part of the update? Have they fixed the problem that you've got? If they haven't, maybe drop Giants a comment. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.